Good afternoon, ladies, gents and Pikachus. I was just asleep there and I had another one of my prophetic dreams, and I think you're going to love to hear about this one. So if you've been watching my videos, you'll remember that I was attacked last Saturday. Someone that I know quite well, one of my neighbours, tried to kill me. Quite a vicious attack. And showed no remorse, was full of dishonest lies to try and attach blame to me, accusations, so that he wouldn't have to feel guilty. And he has to go to court in a week's time and will be punished. So anyway, my dream, I was asleep and I was in a house, just milling about on my own, and his mother came to me in this house and she said she was very sorry for what he had done, and she had tried to reason with him and he just wouldn't have any of it. He was too angry and too mad. And then the most peculiar thing is I gave her an embrace of forgiveness. And I told her everything would be okay in time once he had served his time. And that he would, in fact, he would come to God somehow and he would be repaired. He would be resolved through the love of Christ. And then I sent her away and I woke up. And during this dream, I was led to a Bible passage, Jeremiah 12. Now, keep in mind, I couldn't remember anything about Jeremiah 12. I've read it before, I'm sure, but I couldn't remember a single word or moral from that part of the Bible. So I'm going to read it to you now so you can see just how relevant this is and how the prophecy of the Lord works. Because, like I say, I had no idea it was going to be this relevant to what happened on Saturday, my neighbour, his mother and I. Jeremiah 12. Righteous art thou, O Lord, when I complain to thee, yet I would plead my case before thee. Why does the way of the wicked prosper? Why do all who are treacherous thrive? Thou planted them and they take root. They grow and bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth, but far from their heart. But thou, O Lord, knowest me. Thou seedest me and tried my mind towards thee. Pull them out like sheep from the slaughter and set them apart for the day of mourning. How long will the land mourn and the grass of every field wither? For the dwellest of the wicked, of those who dwell within, the beasts and the birds are swept away, because men said, he will not see our latter end. If you have raced with men upon foot, and they have wearied you, how will you compete with horses? And if in safe land you fall down, how well will you do in the jungle of Jordan? For even your brothers and the house of your father, even they have dealt treachery within you. They are in full cry after you, believe them not, though they speak fair words to you. I have forsaken my house, I have abandoned my heritage, I have given the beloved of my soul into the hands of her enemies. My heritage has become to me like a lion in the forest. She has lifted up her voice against me, therefore I give hate to her. In my heritage, is my heritage to me like a speckled bird of prey? Are the birds of prey against her around about me? Go assemble all the wild beasts, bring them to devour, because many shepherds have destroyed my vineyard. They have trampled down my portion, they have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. They have made it a desolation, and it mourns to me. The whole land is made desolate, but no man lays it to heart until all the bare heights in the desert. Destroyers have come, for the sword of the Lord devours from one end of the land to the other. No flesh has peace. They have sown wheat and have reaped thorns. They have tired themselves out but profit nothing. They shall be ashamed of their harvest, because the fierce anger of the Lord is upon them. Thus says the Lord concerning all my evil neighbours who touched the heritage which I have given my people Israel to inherit. Behold, I will pluck them up from their land. I will pluck them from the house of Judah, from amongst them. And after I have plucked them up, I will again have compassion upon each of them. And I will bring them each to his heritage, each to his land. And it shall come to pass, if they diligently learn the ways of my people, to swear by only my name, as the Lord lives, even as they taught by others, my people to swear by Baal-Hadad, then they shall be built up in the midst of my people. But if any nation will not listen, then I will pluck it up and destroy it, and it will be at its end, says the Lord. How about that? So that's a very plain and easy to understand Bible passage for me. What that is saying is God is sorrowful for the free will that he has granted us, because some of us will go against him using that free will. And he is sorrowful that the evil people have evil sons and daughters. That's the fruit of the vine that's bad. And they will come upon us and they will commit evils and violence upon us. And they will destroy what he loves, us, good, the righteous. But after that, he will pluck them out from the slaughter. He will not let them end their lives in that way. They will not see that latter end. They will not be sent to hell for tribulation to burn forever. They will find forgiveness in their punishment. They will find peace and mercy and pluck it from their own sins. And he will repair them and bring them back to their families, and the tree will be made good. And its fruit, that's his mother and him. And the ones who caused the sin upon him and his mum, so that they were angry in the first place, they will be brought to sin and destroyed forever for their transgressions against him and his mother. And in the end, his mother, he and I and you, through Jeremiah 12 and the Lord's grace, we will all avoid the latter end, and we will find peace in our lives. As soon as I read that, I forgave him and his mother, and it brought gladness to me. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you really understood what I was trying to say there, and what the Bible put into me to have that understanding and that forgiveness. Because there was no way I was going to find it, apart from I had that dream and I read this Bible. And I did. And I now do forgive him and his mother. And although I can't tell you what judgment will come from the trial, you know, every man has to suffer the punishment for the sins they commit. After that, he'll come out and I will shake his hand and I will hold no grudge. And forgiveness will be upon him. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And you know what? I cannot even begin to tell you how relieved I am in myself that I have been able and allowed through Christ's mercy to forgive this guy. And hopefully it won't be long before he finds absolution and forgiveness as well. So that's the end of this video. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.